My girlfriend Sophia lost the game. Was asked to locate the phone to the earthquake area to send a distress alert. I was away on business. Take at face value. Risking his life to save her. I searched for 3 days and nights with no success. When I got home, I found Sophia throwing a birthday party for David. I told Sophia to send that feed. You can blame me if you want. David explained awkwardly in my pajamas. The girlfriend said disapprovingly. Aren't you okay? Don't take a joke. Everyone thought I was gonna make a scene. I didn't realize I was just pouring a drink to her and David. May you be happy till you are old. Start of text. Like to remember to subscribe. Sophia lost again. Give the birthday boy a kiss. Give a kiss. Give a kiss. I came back from the disaster zone exhausted. 3 days and 3 nights without sleep. When I entered the house, I saw the lights shining brightly. Warm atmosphere. I have been searching for 3 days in vain. Sophia in waves of heckling. Let David take her face and kiss it. Until everyone else is quiet. Sophia noticed me standing in the doorway. She pushed David away. Said his blushing face. Knock it off. James is back. Sophia looked at me and said coldly. We're celebrating David's birthday. It was just a joke. Sophia glanced at me. The brow furrowed in displeasure. You go up and shower and change. I just got back from the disaster zone and it was raining again. It stinks. She's hating me. At this moment, David took the initiative to go to the bathroom, brought me a towel, and said to me with a big smile. James. You wipe yourself first. Don't stay in the floor. He looked at Sophia again and spoke softly. Sophia. It's cold and rainy outside now. Let James warm up with a drink first. David greeted me warmly with a manly attitude. And I'm wearing my pajamas. The atmosphere of the scene suddenly fell into solemn. Look at each other. No one dared to speak. Sophia is my girlfriend. David almost kissed her just now. Now this is a clear step over the line. They all have a hunch I'm going to be furious. But I just used a towel to dry my face. I took a drink from David and smelled it. This is the wine I saved for my wedding. Now it's all out for these people to drink by Sophia. Everyone's staring at me. Some vigilance. The next I'm spilling wine on the floor. I said to pay tribute to the victims of the earthquake. The atmosphere was suddenly awkward. I poured another glass and said to David. And I hope you and Sophia grow old. Everyone was dumbfounded. Even David was puzzled. Only Sophia said, frowning impatiently. James. Don't be unreasonable. I said with a smile. Why did I say the wrong thing? Sophia was about to speak with a black face. David quickly touched her head and said softly. Sophia. James is mad because I told you to post that. At the time, I thought people would know it was a game with a little thought. I didn't think James would believe that. That's on me. That's on me. David poured a drink to make a toast to me. But he inadvertently reveals the watch on his wrist. The next moment he said awkwardly. James. Sophia made me wear this watch up front. And I forgot to take it off. I'll take it off right now. David scrambled to remove his watch. When he handed it to me, he dropped it on the floor. The dial snapped and broke. He let out a sigh of wonder. What a pity. How could I be so stupid? Can't even hold it steady. As David spoke, he gave me another defiant grin from an unobserved angle. I did that on purpose. The others looked at me nervously. This watch is a gift from Sophia for my 3rd anniversary. I particularly like. He also sent friends to show their love. I don't usually wear it. Have nothing to do. I bent down to pick up the broken watch. When things are old, they should be thrown away. Thanks for taking out the trash. I then threw the broken watch into the trash can. It was so quiet you could have heard a pin drop. Sophia's face darkened a bit. David pretended to be surprised. James. I hope you're not angry with me. I thought you were better than that. Maybe we should just go. James doesn't want us here. He called the others to stand up and say goodbye to Sophia. Sophia suddenly stopped. Don't you go. He's the one who shouldn't be here. Sophia looked at me with a cold, piercing look. Even if you went to the disaster zone by mistake. You're not doing anything right now, are you? And as for being so unforgiving. I could hardly hold it down. Sophia's the one who turned off her phone after she misdirected me on WeChat. I just got to the disaster zone. No food, no water, looking for her among the bodies. Almost killed by falling steel. Now in exchange for a word is not forgiving. In the past, I might have argued about right and wrong. But I've seen so much life and death in the last 2 days. Now with all these emotional entanglements, I don't care anymore. I say. Then I'll go up first. Have fun, everybody. On the way up the stairs I heard a cautious question from downstairs. I don't think it's a good idea if we keep playing. James just got back and needs some rest. Sophia said impatiently. Look at the way he was acting. Do you need a break? Today is David's birthday. Don't leave until after midnight. Loud rock music was playing downstairs. I went back to the second-floor bedroom. Trembling hands applied medicine to his wound. I've narrowly escaped being hit by falling steel bars in disaster areas. Thanks to the building support. It's just an arm injury. It hurts to sprinkle powder on the wound. My tears fell uncontrollably. Cool drop by drop. But pain is the fastest healing process. You know, Sophia and I were childhood friends. Parents on both sides set us up for a baby. I fell in love with her at first sight as a child. When we grew up, our parents set us up for a relationship. Sophia is always cold to me. I was willing to give her all my love. She said she wanted a normal day in nightlife. I've turned down so many gold-plated promotions overseas. Leaders often say, it's a pity for you. Those underlings aren't half as good as you are. Now they're all state superintendents. Annual salary 10 million. Let me know when you figure it out in the future. I just sheepishly agreed. I never really thought about it. Until David came along. As Sophia's male subordinate, David always made her laugh. She didn't even care that I was jealous every time I crossed a line. Now the wound adapts to the stimulation of the drug and is no longer painful. I picked up my cell phone and dialed the leader. Ask him to keep an eye out for opportunities. The leader heard me out of the mountain. He said excitedly, there's an overseas project vacancy a week from now. I'll arrange it for you. I smiled and agreed. It's a good week to clean things up at home before we go. I came out of the bathroom scrubbing. I just took off my towel and tried to put on my pajamas. Sophia opened the door and walked in. Maybe the mentality has changed. I immediately turned my back and tried to get her to avoid me. But then I thought I'd seen everything I needed to see. I naturally put on my pajamas and turned around to see Sophia with a glass of milk on the nightstand. She said with a tired look, David, they're gone. Then Sophia paused inside. You gave me too much credit tonight. I was mad at you. That day we had to confiscate our phones to play the game after posting moments. That's why I missed your call. I interrupted her. Have nothing to do. It's all over. You guys just have fun. Sophia was stunned. Not looking at me. I said with a smile. Is the milk for me? Sophia nodded. Thanks. I just got out of the shower and I'm thirsty. I picked it up and drank it down. Sophia looked at me with a subtle look and asked me weakly for a long time. You're not angry. Angry about what? There was something odd about her look. I couldn't help but yawn. Is there anything else? I'm sleepy. Sleeping guest tonight. Sophia stared at me in disbelief. What are you so angry about? I'm really not mad. I looked at her puzzled. Sophia was suddenly impatient. Grabbed my arm. It was right on my wound. The pain made me push her away. Sophia's hands froze in the air. A few seconds later she suddenly stood up, staring at me by my bed. I threw back the covers and lay in. Ignore her too. I don't know how long she looked at me. He stormed the door and left. I know what she's mad about, okay. In Sophia's opinion, she gave me a way out. I should go down. But I just don't want to. Sleep until noon the next day. I just went downstairs. Sophia walks over with a new suit. Seeing you come back from the disaster zone with your clothes torn. I picked it up for you this morning. Do you like it? I quickly waved my hand and said, that's okay. I have other clothes. Try it on. Sophia stubbornly held up her suit and pointed it at me. Got a little surprise for me. I came across a small box-like object in my suit pocket. I'm a little confused. But I still don't want to pick up my clothes. Just leave it there. I'm hungry. Sophia was stunned to see me heading into the restaurant. She thought that if she just gave me an outfit, I'd be ready to put it on and post it on Instagram. Unfortunately, Sophia was wrong. I'm just looking for something to eat right now. On the table was Sophia's freshly packed meal. That's the first time that's ever happened. I said hello to Sophia and sat down to eat. Sophia walked over to the seat opposite me with a trance on her face. Just staring at me and not talking. What's up? Have nothing to do. She shook her head. There is something profound in the eyes. I'll continue eating. After a few minutes it was impossible to ignore her staring eyes. Have to say. You should have some, too. The food tastes good today. Sophia's not moving. She said with a slightly unhappy expression. Aren't you gonna ask me what my little surprise is for you? I was surprised to respond. I thought you were gonna take it out yourself. Sophia was angry. With a calm face, he took out a delicate little box. When it opens, it's a watch. Sophia says. This watch is an upgrade. It's even more expensive than the one you had. Give it to you. I pushed it back. Answer her without looking up. Give it back. This luxury watch is an IQ tax. It's not easy for you to make money. For a moment Sophia's face turned ugly. Her fingernails were clenched into the flesh. To squeeze an incomprehensible sentence out of his mouth. Then he got up and slammed the door and left. I glanced. She didn't touch a bite of the food on the table. The suit and the watch were left unceremoniously on the sofa. Sophia didn't contact me again for the rest of the day. He didn't come home at night. I went to the company to finish the formalities. I'm leaving in 2 days. When I went back to pack my bags, I saw that there were a bunch of people talking at home. David. You wear this suit and this watch. Like a star on TV. Didn't you say it was from a girl? What a beautiful woman it is. David is standing in the living room posing handsomely. A crowd of people gathered around him laughing and joking. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. My girlfriend bought it for me. As David spoke, he looked at Sophia, who was sitting on the sofa playing with her mobile phone. Sophia didn't say a word. David's smile widened as he continued to brag. I didn't even want it. My girlfriend insisted on buying it for me. That a man's clothes are a woman's face. Ah. James, you're back. David suddenly looked at me with a big smile on his face. I know he saw me come in. He said that to me on purpose. Just wanted to see me get mad. But I calmly went over to greet them. Is there a party today? Make yourselves at home. Have fun. Everyone looked a little embarrassed. I remember what happened the day before yesterday. Sophia glanced at me without saying anything. I walked up to David. Looked him up and down with admiring eyes. Nod repeatedly. David. Your girlfriend has a good eye. Suits and watches are perfect for you. Don't forget to invite me to the wedding when. David was a little dumbfounded. Sophia's eyes darted back. The others watched my face. I laughed even louder. Ah. Do you think David is the most handsome? Now people seem to think I really don't mind what happened yesterday. They all relaxed and laughed. David, you're not telling the truth. Where to find the rich woman? That suit and watch add up to, like, $1 million. Since when are you in love? We didn't know that. You're having a secret affair. Everyone made fun of each other's words. David looked at Sophia. She still didn't respond. David raised his eyebrows at me ostentatiously. Blow it up. It's not time to go public yet. I was up all night with her anyway. The suit and the watch are. He was talking. Sophia, who had been silent on the sofa, suddenly spoke. Take off. David froze. The expression of some grievances shouted. Sophia. Sophia didn't look at him. He said coldly with a glance across the room. What's so cool about a suit? None of you have seen it. A hush fell over the room. Sophia is their leader. Sometimes it's a joke. But I dare not say anything about the fire. David's face went red. Slowly took off his suit. Sophia said something meaningful to me. Some of us need to upgrade our aesthetics. Even a suit that ugly looks handsome. Can't you see that this is the wrong size? I didn't know what she meant for a second. Sophia picked up her bag and walked out the door. The rest of them said hello to me. Take leave in droves. David gave me a dirty look before he left. I'm really confused. Why are you so angry? Complimenting him on his clothes and his mistakes. I don't think about it anymore. Go upstairs to pack. We're leaving the day after tomorrow. I also need to familiarize myself with the business in advance. Wait till evening. Sophia's phone suddenly received a WeChat message. Eat out tonight. I sent you the address. It's not a holiday. Sophia rarely asks me out to eat. Although it is a little strange. But I think it's time I cleared it with her before I left. I reply, well. We set off when we arrived. I just drove 500 yards out of my house. And these two guys came out of nowhere. Right into my car. Ouch. Bump into someone. Murdered. The two men suddenly lay on the ground and began to shout hard. I just told them my car had a -cam. But they wouldn't leave. We had to wait for the traffic police. I watched the minutes tick by. Sophia has an appointment with me at 7 o'clock. And now 6 o'clock is the evening rush hour. I was a little anxious. Lateness is one thing. The main thing is that Sophia always pays attention to the concept of time. It's hard not to turn your back on me. I'm gonna officially break up with her tonight. I'd rather have an amicable breakup. Don't get too hard on both sides. After all, not being a couple has been a playmate since childhood. After waiting for more than 10 minutes, the traffic police finally arrived. The two boys began to quarrel again. Even though the traffic cops looked at the -cam, they wouldn't let me go. When he was finally forcibly taken away by traffic police, I just overheard them arguing. I think that's about time. Didn't the guy say he was holding off for an hour? He doesn't know for how long. Let's just say that's enough time. I wonder from these conversations. These two are dragging me around on purpose. Why? I don't know them. And David was the only person targeted in my life. I don't have time to do anything like David, okay? Can only hurry to the restaurant. Hurry and hurry. I finally arrived at the spot at 7:30. But I'm stupid. There's a closed sign at the door. I haven't seen Sophia either. You're not mad at me anymore. But the restaurant should have called when it was closed. I was just about to text Sophia and ask. Then I received a photo from David. He put his arm around a woman's shoulder. Face very close. A big smile. The woman's face was mosaicked. I know it's Sophia. I bought her that dress. She loved it at the time. I also bought her a matching necklace and heels. Sophia gave me a night for it. Memories of the thoughts let me some heart. I looked at the closed restaurant in front of me. Look at the two people smiling brightly on the phone. Silently return to the car and go home. Sophia pays the most attention to the concept of time. The first time he stood me up he was with David. When I got home, I'll cook my own dinner. Work for a while. Sophia wasn't back by 11 o'clock. I guess I won't be back tonight either. I remember when Sophia was staying up late at the office. I'm just gonna stick it out at her office all night. And then Sophia felt bad for me. So try to do it before the end of the day. Even if you can't finish it, you'll bring it home. It just changed when David showed up. David would always pull her along and ask her questions. When Sophia first complained to me that the new male subordinate didn't know anything, then consider firing him. When did she stop talking about it? Even sleeping at night when David calls asking questions. She wouldn't be bored. And patiently explain it to him. Sophia smiled more and more. I washed my phone and went to bed with the lights out. Fell asleep and didn't know what time it was. Looks like someone pushed the bedroom door open. Then a pair of cold hands took me. I am clever. I'm kind of waking up. I saw a figure sitting next to my bed in the dark. I was shocked. I did recognize Sophia, though. Because I picked out her perfume. It's just that now there's a touch of men's perfume mixed in. It's a little stale. You wake up. Sophia stood up, turned on the light and looked at me. Excuse me. Today David's performance was up to par. Let's throw him an impromptu celebration. So I said, rubbing my eyes. Have nothing to do. Work matters. It took a while to get used to the harsh light. Sophia was a little embarrassed. I didn't mean to. They're having too much fun. I didn't have the heart to spoil their fun. Actually, the celebration isn't over yet. I came home early. I didn't know the restaurant was open until later. I didn't find out ahead of time. By the way, I think you haven't eaten dinner yet. She got up and walked out. Soon came back with a cupcake in his hand. I brought this home especially for you. In the light I saw the batter on the cake crumble. I can't even see the pattern. It was obviously pulled out by a candle. Sophia seemed to be aware of my gaze. Subconsciously speaking to me. Come back too late. There's nothing else. Or I'll go down and make you a noodle. I looked up at her and said calmly. That's okay. I had dinner tonight. You go back and rest. What else does Sophia want to say? I'll just interrupt. Good night. She gave me a deep look. Then he walked out the door with the cake. I thought Sophia would go back to rest. But half an hour later she came in again in a silk nightdress. The lights weren't on. Sophia threw back the covers and tried to get in. I quickly stopped. Sophia asked me, "What's up?" I said impatiently. "You sleep in the master bedroom. I want to sleep alone for 2 days." Sophia was silent for a few seconds. Muffled channel. "But I want to be with you. It's like 3 or 4 in the morning. I don't want to argue with her. Have to compromise." She clasped my back in the middle of the night. I slept like a baby. Sophia woke up the next day and went to work. I got an assignment from the company. I had to drop off a file at Sophia's unit. The company she works for is a subsidiary of ours. When I got there, I saw a lot of familiar faces. A few of Sophia's team members. The closest one to her office was David. "James is here. Looking for Sophia? She's on a project. Do you want to wait a minute?" I smiled and waved my hand. "I'm talking to other departments." Said hello and went to work. Passed by David's station on the way out. But he cried out, "Where's my file? James, you've been wandering around here. Did you see that?" This immediately attracted people from other jobs. David yelled in a hurry, "The contract will be signed soon. It's marked with a lot of questions. I need to change it. Or Sophia's gonna have to tell me when she gets back." "James, I see you seem to have picked it up. Maybe you left it somewhere. Don't tease me. Just take it out." David's words immediately caused other people to look at me. "I have someone to speak for me. I don't think you left it somewhere. James is not doing anything with your files." "Yeah. David. You think about it." But David insisted. He grabbed my hand and started crying. "Wrong," said James. "Last time I was at your house, I didn't know what to say. Actually, Sophia and I work together. Don't hurt me. Just give me back the file." David's face turned red with anxiety. "It's not acting at all. But I never took any of his files. I didn't take it. I was just walking by his workstation." David suddenly shouted, "Get down on your knees if you hold my leg." So anxious that tears flowed down. "Even if you have a problem with me. Trying to get Sophia to fire me. You can't joke about a multi-million-dollar project." I was just about to talk. In the distance came the familiar sound of high heels. "Sophia's back." I saw Sophia coming. He stared at David and frowned. "What are you doing?" "Stand up." David stood up aggrieved. Repeated what he just accused me of. I thought Sophia would believe me. After all, I had no reason to take David's files. Isn't that just looking for trouble? But the next minute I realized I was wrong. First, Sophia told all the onlookers to get back to work. And dragged me to her office. She whispered, "Knock it off. Get David's files out." I was stunned. Sophia stares at me and urges, "Hurry up. That file is really urgent." I couldn't figure out what she was thinking. "You think I took it, too?" Sophia answered with a straight face. David takes things very seriously. I don't make the stupid mistake of leaving something important lying around. I'm gonna do what I'm saying. I'm too lazy to prove it to myself. Check the security cameras. Sophia looked at me with sudden irritation. Check what surveillance? Everyone must know that my boyfriend dropped by the office and lost the files. Is that honorable? Oh. I was afraid I'd embarrass her. I said with a smile. I thought you always kept things private. Sophia looked at me a little weird. You can't check. I'll go find Olivia. I'm from the head office. I am also familiar with the leadership of this unit. I do have access to a surveillance camera. Then I opened the door and went out. The moment I opened the door, David suddenly became unsteady on his feet. It fell in. He glared at me. Rush over and talk to Sophia. Sophia. I found it. Looks like James was just trying to play a joke on me. No need to check the cameras. Ha ha. Sophia looked at me with frustration. Now that it has been found. Then forget it. Incalculable. I looked back at them and smiled. I want to check. And then I turned on the surveillance through my request. CCTV shows that I was just walking past David's station the whole time. Didn't touch anything with him. That supposedly missing file was right under David's nose. For a moment, the staff who had just gathered around gave David a contemptuous look. David bowed his head and apologized. James. Excuse me. Or I made a careless mistake. I almost wronged you. I'm so sorry. If you want to hit me, you can hit me. David, he cried out miserably. Sophia. Sophia interrupted him coldly. Back to work. Next time don't work under me. David left aggrieved. I turned and left. Sophia ran after me with a worried face. Wait a minute. Just now I interrupted her with a smile. You didn't mean to. Sophia was stunned. I robbed her. Don't know what to say for a moment. You take care of your people. Next time you make that stupid mistake. I can't take the blame for this. Then I turned and left. I'm supposed to leave tomorrow. After finishing work that day, I went to find some good friends to drink. Sophia texted me several times. I don't even have time to watch it. Until the end of the drink. I think it's time for me to tell Sophia once and for all. I picked up my phone and found out that Sophia told me to go home early. I'm a little confused. It's not usually the time she gets off work. When I got home, I opened the door and heard laughter coming from inside. But not Sophia's colleagues. I didn't have to go in and see. The shadow of a man came immediately to his face. Call me with a smile. James. Well, you're back. Uncle Sophia's mother has been waiting for you. It's Sophia's parents. And in a red suit. Then my parents back home came out of the kitchen. Sophia is talking with them. Mom and Dad asked with a laugh. I don't know where you're going. Sophia has sent you several texts and you haven't answered them. I looked at Sophia for some reason. Sophia gently came and took my hand. We've been together for so many years. It's time to get engaged. Betrothal. I've mentioned it a million times over the years. But she's always looking for a reason not to. Now I've figured it out. Sophia started taking the initiative. This thing. I'm not done talking. Sophia's father came to me with a smile. James. Uncle Sophia's mother watched you grow up. Don't worry about getting married. Don't be crazy about the dowry. I'm sure you'll be satisfied. Sophia is our only daughter. Everything will be yours from now on. Sophia's mother came and took my hand. The wrinkles are deep with laughter. My father and my mother looked at me with eager eyes. I know that marrying Sophia is something that both of our families want. Besides, Sophia's parents treat me like my own. Once, when I was a kid, I played with fire at home. My parents aren't home. Almost burned down the house. I was smoked out. If Sophia's father hadn't spotted and put out the fire in time, I'd have dragged it out. Otherwise I'd be dead. Then my parents were busy with business. I was always at their house, too. You could say they were my second set of parents. But Sophia and I were never meant to be together. Sophia gave me an uneasy look. She seemed to pick up on some of my emotions. Sophia took my hand and looked at me tenderly. It's kind of begging, I said with a gentle smile. Good. Sophia laughed with relief. The two parents also happily discussed the next step of marriage. It was the night Sophia and I finally got out of each other's heads. And I played along with her in front of her parents. The next day the two parents went back to their hometown together. Sophia is in a good mood. We put our parents on a plane together. On the way home, Sophia said to me, "There's a great bridal shop. Let's try it today. By the way, I'd like to try both styles. Do you prefer Chinese or Western style for our wedding?" James. What are you thinking? Sophia spent the whole trip sharing wedding preparations with me. But all I can think about is how do I tell her I'm leaving? Subtle or subtle? Think for a long time. I finally stopped Sophia just as I was about to walk through the door. Sophia. I gotta go. Sophia asked, confused. Are you still working today? I shook my head. On a business trip. Sophia frowned. How long? I didn't answer. Just staring at her and saying, let's break up. What did you say? Sophia's pupils are constricted. A little hard to believe. Didn't we promise our parents we'd get married soon? You lied to me yesterday. Sophia's voice was shaking. She choked up a few times. You've got to be kidding me. I looked at her as she spoke calmly. I'm serious. I'm going abroad. Tonight's flight. Sophia grabbed my hand and asked excitedly. When did this happen? Why didn't I know? Her cold tears on the back of my hand made me faint. The night you gave David his birthday. Sophia was stunned. Her lips quivered a few times. You still won't forgive me. None. I forgive you. I read a quote. Hate is also a form of love. I neither hate him nor love him. Sophia. As for me, it's just a familiar stranger. Now she cried to me. Please don't go. Just do it for me. Sophia's not done. I shook my head. Without me, your life is just as exciting. Don't. Sophia shook her head. We grew up together. Why did you leave me? You said you'd never leave me. Sophia burst into tears. Seems very confused and very anxious. But I just feel powerless. I tapped her on the shoulder. I went upstairs to pack up the last few things. We leave in 4 hours. Then Sophia comes up. The tears on his face are still wet. James. I've got it figured out. I'm coming with you. I'll go abroad with you. I'll go wherever you go. Sophia. I stopped her in a quiet voice. Don't you understand what I'm saying? Even you go abroad. We will always be two lines that can never meet again. Perhaps my words hurt her deeply. Sophia left a trail of tears and rushed out crying. Sophia is such a proud person. I don't think she'll bother me anymore. 2 hours until boarding. I'm off. When I arrived at the airport hall, I sat quietly playing with my phone. I suddenly saw a group of people looking for me. They hurried over in a hurry and said, James. James. Oh, good. You haven't boarded yet. You need to go to the hospital. Sophia had an accident while driving to find you. But she won't go into surgery. I had to see you. I frowned. We broke up. Everyone's face turned sour. But soon it was still a lot of talk to persuade me. James. Even if I broke up with Sophia. After all, you were together for years. You can't just let this die. Just watch this video if you don't believe me. In video. In the hospital, Sophia was lying on a bed. The dress was covered in blood. His forehead was bloody. She used to be so lively. And now this is what it looks like. She screamed and waved to block the nurse's treatment. Say. I don't want surgery. I need to see James. But more and more blood flowed. It was obvious to everyone that she was dying. I frowned. Thought it would take an hour to get to the hospital. Sophia can't wait. Thereupon, I went straight to Sophia's video call. Can connect to the next second. David's face appeared. He was very angry. Screaming at me. You're to blame. If you didn't have to go. How could Sophia have had an accident? James. You bastard. If anything happens to Sophia, I won't let you go. He wasn't finished yet. There was only a sound of clapping. Then the camera panned wildly. In the frozen frame, I saw Sophia's bloody face. She looked at me covetously in the camera. Cry one's heart out. James. I miss you. You come back. I asked her quietly. Are you lying to me again? You said you'd treat me when you saw me. Sophia shook her head like a nervous reaction. Not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll never lie to you again. I agreed to the surgery. Could you please not go? Come to the end. It has even become a plea. David's voice was heard again. Sophia. Don't do this. The more you do this, the more James tries to manipulate you. Sophia interrupts David immediately. You get the fuck out of here. David said, aggrieved. Sophia. I did this for you. In the next second, the camera went dark. Sophia seems to have passed out. After a moment of chaos, someone picked up the phone and said, Sophia's already in surgery. James. You can rest assured. James. Are you really leaving? Sophia actually loves you the most. The guy in the video tried to convince me. So did the guy who chased me from the video to the airport? I shook my head. Say. Excuse me. I've made up my mind. Wait for Sophia to wake up. Please take care of her. Goodbye. I hung up the video. And say goodbye to everyone there. Boarding time. I got on the plane as I had planned. After a few hours of flight. It was halfway across the world when it hit the ground. I turn on my phone. The first message that popped up was from Sophia. Give me a call when you get off the plane. See this. I figured she was out of surgery. He should be okay. I sent her a message to get to the airport. Right away the video call popped up. I'm through. Sophia's face was covered in white cloth. Her pretty face was obscured. The eyes were sad. James. If I'm willing to go abroad to find you, will you give me another chance? I was just about to say something. Interrupted by her trembling voice. You don't have to answer. I can give you time. But I answered her seriously. I'll tell you right now. Even if you came, we wouldn't be able to. Sophia. Take care of oneself. Behind the call video. Thousands of miles apart. We looked at each other in long silence. The feelings of childhood sweethearts. Finally lost to time. The wind will blow. Sophia's tears ran down her cheeks. She laughed bitterly. Also accompanied by sobriety. Good. I see. James. You take care, too. Finally. Sophia hung up the phone voluntarily. I know. She'll try to let it go. The sun is right now. A gentle breeze is not dry. My future is just beginning.